In this lecture, we're going to talk about encapsulation. Encapsulation will really help you understand better the usage of Java access modifiers, public, protected, and private. So we'll start by creating a car class right here. Now, usually your class will have some methods and some instance variables, and you usually want to make your instance variables private. So the idea of encapsulation is to really protect the essence of the inner working of this class. So you want to keep your instance members private, and you expose only the getters and setters of this instance member, which you can create by going to source and generate getters and setters. So people outside of the class can get the data of this private instance by this getType method, and can set it by this setType method. So getters and setters let you access this otherwise private data. But if you would like to make your variable public, you could use constant variables which are final, and you won't be able to change them outside of this class. Let's say speed equals 250. So many times you'll have methods that are not supposed to be edited outside of this class, and you'll have to encapsulate them or protect them by using encapsulation. So another example could be a method that calculates revenue. And let's say here return 12,000, for example. And you wouldn't like other classes or people to play with this sensitive data, and you can provide only a get method, for example, get revenue data. For example, revenue plus calculate revenue. And let's just return this. So therefore, people will not be able to set or change your revenue data. So the idea is to make everything private. If you can make it private, make it private. If you want your subclasses to use that kind of data, make it protected. If you want your end user to use your data and change it, so then make it public. And another advantage of encapsulation is that it prevents your classes from being tight coupled. And by tight coupled, we mean that your classes are calling each other's stuff all the time. And that can make a chaos. So in other words, you prevent cross-linkages in your project. You don't want one class to get into other class's stuff and use it. So you only want to have few public methods that are clearly documented and do not change that often. And the rest of the stuff should be kept within the class, or otherwise should be kept private. So that is what we use encapsulation for, and I hope this lecture helps you understand it better. So that's it for this lecture, and I'm gonna see you in the next lecture.